Assalamualaikum and hi, my name is S1.1. My metric number B09191007C. My supervisor name TS Dr. Suraiti binti Akmal. And my title, Development of Batik Printing Machine for Heritage Preservation. This presentation contains introduction, project objective, problem statement, project scope, literature review, methodology, and preliminary result. Next, I will explain about introduction background. Batik screen printing is one of production process in Malaysia batik industry. It can print batik motif on the textile and fabric. Next, batik screen printing uses technique by employing a mesh screen, ink, and a squeegee to transfer a stencil pattern into a surface material. Next, many batik sectors have faced many challenges. Batik is a treasure that should never be lost, and batik must be preserved in order for the heritage to survive. Lastly, the batik industry requires the development of automatic machine printing because many batik processes still using manual method. Next, for the objective of the project, firstly, design and fabricate a semi-automatic screen printing machine to automate the process that easier people to use it. Second, use of available material to increase the production availability and ease. And lastly, to analyze and improve existing design of screen printing machine. For the problem statement, firstly, local batik sector is today considered as global, and even batik operator confront several obstacles including inflow of fake batik items from other nations. Next, people nowadays are less interested in hand batik, which is inconvenient for them and time consuming. They want something that easy to use and manufacture. And lastly, batik sector is seen to be only focused on the modification of current items. This action will result in lack of demand in batik industry. Next, for the research scope, firstly, design screen printing machine from available material. Next, the use of SolidWorks CAD software for product design drawing. Thirdly, to improve the technique of screen printing. Lastly, the product that will be produced by this screen printing machine was a batik fabric. For the next topic, which is literature review. What is screen printing? According to the research, screen printing is printing process in which ink is transferred to a substrate through a mesh with the exception of places made impermeable to the ink by a blocking stencil. Screen printing is also a stencil technique of printing in which a pattern is impressed on a mesh screen with a blank space coated with an impermeable material. The squeegee forces ink into the mesh hole, which is then transferred to the printing surface during the squeeze stroke by wetting the substrate. The ink remains on the substrate while the screen bounces away from it. Silk screen, serigraphy, and serigraph printing are all terms used to describe this type of printing. Because each hue is printing separately, many screens may be utilized to create a multicolor picture or pattern. Print on a range of substrates such as paper, paperboard, plastic, metal, textile, and fabric. Next, for the history of batik printing. Batik is a century-old, one-of-a-kind art form that includes molten wax printing on clothes. Though traditionally batik patterns have changed through time, the printing process has stayed the same. The Javanese words amba, which mean to write, and titik, which mean to dot or point, are combined to form batik. However, a sizable number of individuals claims that batik printing originated in Sumeria. In addition to India and Egypt, this technique is practiced in Indonesia, Malaysia, Iran, Bangladesh, Sri Lanka, Thailand, and various African nations such as Nigeria, Cameroon, and Mali. In Coromandel, South India, batik printing is quite popular. Next, this is the basic technique of screen printing. Firstly, we need to put enough ink to the screen. Then squeegee the first pass of ink forcefully through the screen, and the image pattern that want to be printed will be appear at F. And then the screen mesh must be tensioning. And for the screen frame, you can use material like aluminium and wood. Next, we go to the next topic, which is methodology. This is the project flowchart. Start with collecting idea and information, literature review and methodology planning, screen printing design, material and component selection, fabrication, screen printing function and analysis. If the screen printing not function, we must do fabrication again. If not, we can proceed to produce the batik motif fabric. Full report, end of the project. Next, this is the previous mention of screen printing. An improved invention based on the screen printing machine has been patented as shown above by inventor Barozzi and Jean Pierre-Kerma 1998. Based on the patent, this screen printing machine is current invention pertaining to the sheet screen printing machine for basically print flat sheets such as sheet of glass and panel. The requirement to print decoration like flat sheet of glass and silk screen printing, especially in the glass industry and silk screen. This printing machine is not suitable for fabric or textile printing. Next, this is the design concept 1. The primary body of the machine is made of steel, which makes the machine body sturdy and strong. The screen frame was then placed in the screen press clamp, and the screen frame can be tied by tightening the head clamp. We utilize an electric motor that is attached to the little sprocket and half sprocket that is connected to the shaft for the automate the process. The squeegee attached to the linear grey will be moved by the shaft. Squeegee initially pass of ink forcefully through screen until the test material. Then add imaging code by squeegeeing over the screen with steady firm pressure. Finally, we put the holder to make it easier to up and down the screen. Next, this is design concept 2. This machine main body is of steel, which to ensure the machine stability. We have housing that connect the screen frame to the squeegee. The screen is easily moved by a wheel for screen to move left and right. Then there's a shaft link to the squeegee that may rest up and exert force on the squeeze. The squeegee may be pulled and pushed by the shaft. Squeegee a powerful first flow of ink through the screen into the test material. Finally, a holder was fitted to make easy people turning the screen left and right. Next, for the design concept 3, this is a manual screen printing machine primary. Body of this machine is made of steel, which makes the machine strong. Screen frame will be placed on the table. The mechanism used in this machine by using manual rotating that connect to the shaft. The shaft connects to the squeegee and can push and pull the squeegee by rotate the holder. The squeegee can move smoothly by using the hollow shaft with bearing. For the design concept 3, this is an automatic screen printing machine that uses motor that connect to the shaft for automatic process. The shaft that connects to the squeegee will twisting and the squeegee can move along the linear grade rail shaft. The force from that make the in through the screen into the test material. The screen frame placed at the table manually. We use steel as a main body of this machine to make the body strong and steady. Next, for the last design, the screen frame will essentially be clamped at the clamp holder and tightened. The table of this machine is made of a light plastic material. The machine foundation is made of steel to ensure its durability. Aside from that, the spring mechanism allows the screen to lift down to the screen. The screen may be turned upside down by the user. Finally, this machine relies on a manual squeegee that can raise up and exert force on the squeegee to the test material. Next, this is design concept selection. Table above show the criteria of design selection. I have chosen design concept 1 as my project main design. By using design concept 1, user can adjust the screen frame by lift up the holder. Next, this design uses a mechanism which is electric motor to make the system semi-automatic that can easy people to use it. Design 1 also uses a material that available and easy to be found. Lastly, design 2, 3 and 5 have major disadvantages which is in terms of ease of operation. Next, for the expected result. The expected result that will be producing a machine with available cost, reliability, ease of operation, efficiency, and safety that will pass the field of study. Here the picture of a 3D SolidWorks that has been designed and the dimension of the machine. Then this is the work planning for PSM2. Firstly, fabricate screen printing machine. Secondly, testing and analysis the screen printing machine. And lastly, produce batik fabric with motif. This is the references in my project.